Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of WWE Dark. I am NotoriousVIDA, your play-by-play commentator for this evening. And I must say folks, it feels so good to be back on Raw Dark for this exhilarating action. And to kick off the show tonight, we will have singles competition as the one and only Ricochet makes his way to the ring. The man in front of you, ladies and gentlemen, is not only a 17-year veteran in this business, but he is renowned by many to be one of the best high flyers in the world. And throughout Ricochet's illustrious career, we've seen it on perfect display time and time again. He has competed across the globe, and his in-ring style is living proof of that. No matter who he steps into the ring with, no matter how big or how small his opponent may be, Ricochet can easily adapt to any situation. And tonight will be no different, folks. It'll be very interesting to see how Ricochet will fare tonight against his opponent. We can see how fired up Ricochet is. He is determined. He is ready to go. But will that effectively translate into the ring tonight? Once that bell rings, it becomes a completely different atmosphere inside the arena. The fans are excited, chomping at the bit, and rightfully so. They want to see some action unfold here. And now, making his Raw Dark debut, Shane Thorne. The Australian native looks to score a huge upset tonight over the former United States champion. Thorne has been a tag team specialist for most of his career, entering the business the same year Ricochet did. But if you compare both of these competitors, Ricochet does have the edge in this matchup. He has more experience in singles competition than Shane Thorne does. But in this business, anything can happen on any given night. Shane Thorne can go into this matchup and score the biggest win in his career. And if he defeats a fierce competitor like Ricochet, that's how you're going to raise some eyebrows. That's how you're going to make an impact in this company, beating one of the very best to ever do it. The bell has rung, and here we go. Right off the bat, Ricochet with a spinning roundhouse kick, well scouted by Shane Thorne, and now Thorne is in control. If Thorne wants to get the win tonight, he will need to ground Ricochet, drain him of his stamina, take away the endurance, and if you do that, you take away Ricochet's high-flying ability and his explosive offense. Thorne turns the tables on Ricochet, and now a flurry of blows. Right hands and knife-edge chops to Ricochet, and he goes down. That is exactly what Thorne needs to do. Ricochet back up to a vertical base front headlock, and a nice European uppercut. But Ricochet with a counter. Right hand to the gut, and now Ricochet is in the driver's seat. He wants to give Thorne a much-deserved receipt. Two right hands to the dome, and now Ricochet. We've seen this before. The raw athleticism, and what a hurricanrana. Picture perfect from the one and only. Lateral press for the win, and a kick out from Thorne. When Ricochet is rolling, when he has the momentum on his side, he is tough to stop. Thorne dodged the drop kick, and Thorne taking Ricochet down with a very impressive judo hip toss. Ricochet is rattled from that one, and now Thorne on the attack again. What does he have up his sleeve? Thorne climbing to the top rope on the other side of the ring, and look at this! Coast to coast on Ricochet! Good God, what a maneuver! Thorne goes for the cover, forearm against the face! And Ricochet gets the shoulder up just before the count of three, and Thorne is in disbelief. That was just pure raw athleticism from Shane Thorne. He wants to put out all the stops tonight. He wants to make an impact. And Thorne, he has Ricochet right where he wants him. Springboard European uppercut. That right there, folks, was a thing of beauty. Thorne going right after the arm. This is not going to be good. Oh, God. Ricochet almost got his arm ripped off. Thorne, he is on the second rope. He wants Ricochet back up to his feet. Could this potentially backfire on Thorne? Missile drop kick, and he got all of it. Ricochet is hurt, man. He is wincing in pain, holding onto his abdomen. And Thorne, he wants Ricochet back up once more. Whipping Ricochet into the corner. Thorne stalking him, but Ricochet counters. Ricochet climbing to the second rope. And now he wants Thorne to get up. Thorne to a vertical base. Ricochet moonsault into a thunderous DDT. He got him. Thorne got planted. And now Ricochet is on the attack again. Front headlock. A counter from Thorne. And he lays Ricochet out with a hellacious clothesline. Just pure ruthless aggression on display from Shane Thorne. I love it. Chinlock applied, trying to wear and tear on the high flyer. Shane Thorne uses his strength to bring Ricochet back up to his feet. And he clobbers Ricochet with a European uppercut. But Ricochet counters a spinning roundhouse kick to the gut. Payback from earlier. And now Ricochet with a European uppercut of his own. Thorne is in trouble here. Ricochet, deadlift German suplex with a bridge. This could be it. 2. And no. Thorne just barely kicked out of that. What could be on the mind of Ricochet here? What will he do next? He has Thorne cornered. Roundhouse kick to the abdomen. And another. Shane Thorne is thrown to the outside, holding on to the middle rope for dear life, and Ricochet! Springboard drop kick! There is no give on the mat outside the ring, folks. Thorne landed hard on his spine, and now Ricochet through the air! Corkscrew senton to the outside, and he just leveled Shane Thorne. Things have gone from bad to worse for Shane Thorne. And now Ricochet, capitalizing on the opportunity, and throws Shane Thorne back in the ring. Thorne has no idea where the hell he is, man. Struggling to get up. Ricochet to the ropes, rebounds back, and he takes Thorne down with a short arm clothesline. And Ricochet topping it off with a standing shooting star press. Just simply phenomenal. But will this be it? No, it will not. Thorne got the shoulder up again. Like him or not, it shows just how tough Shane Thorne is. Despite what he just went through, he still found a way to power through and kick out. Ricochet working on Shane Thorne's right arm, wanting to take away the power of his European uppercuts, which he has nailed time and time again throughout this match. And considering what we've seen out of Ricochet thus far tonight, it's hard to believe that he is the one who is trying to wear out his opponent. Ricochet again targets the arm and the abdomen with that stretch. Ricochet this time applying more pressure on Thorne, screaming in agony. And now Thorne with a series of left hands, fighting his way out of the hold. One to the abdomen and a huge hip toss that takes Ricochet down. The momentum is shifting in Shane Thorne's favor. With the strength Thorne has left, he whips Ricochet into the corner. And I don't think that's a smart decision from Thorne, showboating like that, but he still gets a single leg drop kick in. Ricochet is down, and he is in perfect position for the Black Swan Splash. Thorne to the top rope. Will he hit it? And yes, he does! He got him! Hooking the leg for the win! And somehow, some way, Ricochet was able to get the shoulder up. Unbelievable. How did Ricochet do it? Shane Thorne with frustration in his eyes. He picks up Ricochet, and it looks like he's going for a brain buster. But Ricochet counters. Ricochet, he has a hold of Thorne. Emerald Driver, he just drilled him for the win. And Thorne, with all the power he has, with the fighting spirit he possesses, he miraculously found a way to kick out. It just comes to show how tough and how fierce these two competitors are. They are slugging it out now. Ricochet, a kick to the abdomen, and Thorne with a counter, retaliating with a beautiful drop kick. Thorne is relentless, going right after Ricochet. With the strength he has left, he takes Ricochet down with a scoop slam. And now Thorne, he has Ricochet right where he wants him. Will we see a second Black Swan Splash? No, we will not. Instead, Thorne wants Ricochet back up. Thorne to the top again. He soars through the air and lands a Hurricanrana. Another pin attempt for Thorne. Will this be it? No, it will not. Ricochet powers his way through and kicked out. Ricochet springs back up to his feet and a super kick out of nowhere. Thorne is laid out. Ricochet on the second rope. Phoenix Splash. He got all of it. Will this be enough? And another kick out from Shane Thorne. Man, oh man, folks. This has been one hell of a match tonight. Both Ricochet and Shane Thorne are putting it all on the line tonight in order to prove who the better man is. And a backslide driver from Ricochet. Thorne landed hard on the back of his head. And a powerful kick out from Shane Thorne. Ricochet got sent across the ring. Despite the near fall, Ricochet is not phased. He is not frustrated. He is focused on the task at hand. And that task is beating Shane Thorne tonight on Raw Dark. Slugging it out now. Thorne with a European uppercut. Ricochet is dazed. The future of flight is whipped into the corner. And Shane Thorne is taking his time, lifting Ricochet up to the top rope. Ricochet is in a precarious situation here, and Thorne, what a Frankensteiner! Just pure athleticism on perfect display again from Shane Thorne. In his debut match on Raw Dark, he is putting on one hell of a performance. And Thorne, good God, what a lariat! Lights out for Ricochet, lateral press, and Ricochet kicks out. That had to have been out of instinct. No normal man would have kicked out from a sequence like that. That's for damn sure. Shane Thorne is unfazed by it. He is on the attack again. European uppercut to Ricochet. He is on the ropes, and he gets sent to the outside by a ferocious clothesline. Ricochet is out, man. He is barely moving. Shane Thorne realizes this, taking his time, methodically bringing Ricochet back up to a vertical base. And Thorne cornering Ricochet into the barricade. And oh no, don't do it. Come on, Thorne. Oh man, a Russian leg sweep against the barricade. The referee continues at the count of 6. The back of Ricochet's neck landed right against the edge of the barricade, and that could come into play for this match. Thorne with the point of his elbow against the eye of Ricochet. That was just downright gruesome. Shane Thorne back inside the ring, taking his time, being methodical with his approach to Ricochet. Thorne picks him right back up. A right hand, no, Ricochet counters with a left. Is Ricochet going for it? He is! Then a driller! Ricochet got him! Shane Thorne is down! He is knocked out! Good night! No way! You got to be kidding me! How in the hell did Shane Thorne kick out of that? Ricochet can't believe it. The fans in this arena can't either. Ricochet has his sights set on the finishing blow. Whipping Thorne into the corner. Crossbody. Crushing Thorne's ribs. And a springboard uppercut. No! Thorne got out of the way just in the nick of time. And now Thorne seizing his moment. He wants Ricochet back up. Thorne going for the kill shot. Good God! A clothesline to the back of Ricochet's head. That has to be it. And just like that, Shane Thorne picks up his first win on Raw Dark. Let's look at the highlights from this phenomenal contest. The Black Swan Splash from Shane Thorne. The Emerald Driver from Ricochet. The Phoenix Splash from the second row from the one and only. But you can't forget about the physicality shown from Shane Thorne. Ricochet went high risk, and he crashed and burned. Shane Thorne capitalized on it, seized his moment, and used his ruthless aggression to pick up the win. In all my years of doing commentary, that was one of the most impressive debuts I've ever seen. But don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to take you to the SmackDown side of things after the commercial break. It will be Oney Lorcan going one-on-one against the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. We are back with more WWE Dark. I thank you all for sticking with us, folks. It's now time for the main event of the evening as Oney Lorcan makes his way to the ring. He will have a tough obstacle to overcome tonight. He is going one-on-one, toe-to-toe with one of the most established stars in WWE history. And the man I'm talking about, folks, is none other than the Celtic Warrior Sheamus. He is a former world champion and has done it all in this business. Now it's time for Oney Lorcan to step up to the plate and show the world what he can do against the future Hall of Famer. Oney Lorcan has been in countless battles throughout his 12-year career, but nothing compares to what is about to transpire here tonight. The thousands in attendance and the fans watching around the world are about to see a hard-hitting contest unfold. From what I've seen in Oney Lorcan's career, as well as Sheamus's, they are going to beat the living hell out of each other tonight. They will do anything it takes to walk out with a W, and I guarantee you, folks, there is going to be absolute brutality inside that ring. If I were in Sheamus's shoes, I would not take Oney Lorcan lightly. The man is just so relentless in the ring, has a never say die attitude, never quits, and will keep going after you until that bell rings in his favor. But you can't forget about the wars that the Celtic Warrior has fought in throughout his entire career. Sheamus has beaten the best of the best in this business. The likes of John Cena, Randy Orton, Triple H, Roman Reigns, and the list goes on and on. Sheamus doesn't just dominate in singles competition, he is a multi-time tag team champion as well. Regardless of the competition in front of him, Sheamus finds a way to thrive and conquer any opponent that steps in the ring against him. However, tonight could be a different story. We saw Thorne get an upset win over Ricochet earlier tonight, and the same could happen for Oney Lorcan. All it takes is one mistake to completely change the complexion of a matchup. Will lightning strike the same place twice? Can it happen? We are about to find out. Here we go. Off to the races, and right off the bat, Sheamus with a Polish hammer. Oney Lorcan managed to dodge it, and now he dishes a series of right hands to the Celtic Warrior. And Sheamus with a knee lift right across the temple of Lorcan. Lorcan is reeling here, and just look at the size difference between the Celtic Warrior and Oney Lorcan. Sheamus has a near 70-pound weight advantage over him, and that may come into play for this match. Lorcan is lighter and faster, though, and we just saw it right there. Just pure explosiveness on display from Lorcan, and now just raw power from Sheamus. That's why I love commentating matchups like this, folks. Two distinct styles. David versus Goliath. Speed versus power. And Sheamus, good God almighty, what a knee across the jaw. Sheamus closing in on the win early, but Lorcan kicked out at one. Lorcan is tough as nails, man. Whipped into the corner now. Sheamus missing his shot. Lorcan retaliating with a European uppercut. We saw plenty of those in the previous match, and oh man, look at the strength of Lorcan, lifting nearly 270 pounds over his shoulders, and Sheamus kicks out at one, but he got chopped back down. Sheamus back up to a vertical base again. Lorcan is on the move, whipping Sheamus to the ropes, rebounds back. Sheamus counters though. Oh man, what a thunderous DDT. An effective counter from Sheamus. He used his mass to overpower Lorcan and drill him down on the mat. Lorcan could be in trouble here. The series of back elbows right against the side of the head, and Lorcan goes down like a ton of bricks. Sheamus is not done. He wants to teach Lorcan a lesson about respect. And what a vicious stomp to the abdomen. Lorcan could be in trouble here. From those back elbows to the head and the vicious punches on the ground, Lorcan could have a possible concussion here. And now Lorcan whipped to the ropes. Wait a minute. Sheamus misses the clothesline. Lorcan capitalized on the opportunity. And we saw a discus European uppercut. This is what I talked about before the match started, folks. All it takes is one mistake to completely change the complexion of a matchup. This could be Oney Lorcan's time to shine here. Lorcan with anger in his eyes. He wants to get even with the Celtic Warrior, just bashing his face against the apron, the hardest part of the ring. But Sheamus shakes off the cobwebs with a forearm shot to Lorcan's head. He got a hold of Lorcan. Come on, Sheamus, don't do it. No, not the outside. I have no idea how the hell Oney Lorcan will recover from this, folks. As I mentioned earlier tonight, There is no give whatsoever on those mats. The referee's at the count of 7. Come on, Sheamus. Enough is enough! Oh, man. The skull of Oney Lorcan clashed against the unforgiving steel of the post. Winning this match by ring count is not Sheamus' style. He wants to inflict more punishment, but wait a minute! Oney Lorcan showing some grit. He is not going to back down here. The Celtic Warrior got rocked by that European uppercut, and now Oney Lorcan is in a driver's seat. Lorcan wants to get even, man. Sheamus' throat landed right against the edge of the apron. Lorcan finally back inside the ring, and he may be closing in on the win here. Sheamus to the ropes, and he runs right into a half stranglehold from Lorcan. Man, oh man, Lorcan showing some power of his own here. Now on the second rope, rolling senton on Sheamus. Lateral press, hooking the leg. This could be it here. And Sheamus kicks out. It's going to take a whole lot more than that to beat the Celtic Warrior. And Lorcan realizes this. He has that side headlock cinched in deep. He wants to wear out the former WWE champion. But wait a minute, Sheamus using his power to get up. Gaining some separation from Lorcan, only to go back and nail Lorcan over the head with a right hand. And wait a minute! Lorcan played possum. He just catapulted a 270-pounder over the top rope. That just shows how strong Oney Lorcan is for his stature. And we're seeing that again! A German suplex! But Lorcan, he holds on and turns Sheamus inside out with a ferocious clothesline. Good God, folks. The fans watching tonight are getting one hell of a treat here. Lorcan now, he wants to get some payback on Sheamus. And he does it by bashing Sheamus' skull against the steel post. The referee's at the count of 7 here. Lorcan could win this by countout. But instead, Lorcan goes to the outside. He doesn't want to win like that. He wants to beat Sheamus in the middle of the ring. And oh man, what a slap. He is telling Sheamus to bring it on. And that's exactly what he did. What a European uppercut, man. Lorcan got sent into next week. Back inside the ring. Both of these warriors have been through so much in this match. Every punch, every knee and uppercut dished out in order to prove who the better man is. Lorcan whipped into the ropes, rebounds back, and he just got ran over by Sheamus. The Celtic Warrior looked like a freight train there, man. Just steamrolling through Lorcan. Could Sheamus be going for the finishing blow? And no, he will not. He wants to inflict more pain and punishment on Lorcan. You can tell Sheamus is frustrated. He didn't think Lorcan would put up a fight like this. And Lorcan gets his ribs crushed by that steamroller. Sheamus takes a risk on the second rope. Diving double axe handle. But Lorcan, he rolled out of the way. He found an opening. Double leg takedown. And now Lorcan unleashing an onslaught of right hands. Just when you thought Oney Lorcan was down and out, he got right back up and is pushing forward. What a drop kick. You can feel the winds of change inside this arena, folks. The momentum is now on Oney Lorcan's side. And look at him go, dishing out the right hands. Lorcan is a scrapper. He's a fighter. He is a fierce competitor. And we're seeing that right now. European uppercut to Sheamus. And again, Sheamus is rocked. But somehow, Sheamus collects himself. Lorcan is cornered. And he is now in dire straits. Oney Lorcan is in a precarious situation. But he fights back. He pushes Sheamus back. On the top rope and soaring through the air. But Sheamus got out of the way. Just a half second from getting nailed by that missile dropkick. Lorcan is now in Sheamus' clutches. He is trapped. He is in perfect position for the beats of Boren. The vicious, relentless, merciless forearm shots to the chest of Oney Lorcan. Shot is just absolutely soul-crushing. And Lorcan spills to the outside. He just got manhandled by the Celtic Warrior. And now Sheamus uses his time to recover some of the stamina he has lost throughout this entire match. And who knows if Oney Lorcan will ever be the same after that vicious assault. Lorcan struggling to get up. Sheamus on the pursuit. Fireman's carry. Could he be going for the white noise? No, Lorcan is fighting back with everything he has. showing some heart, showing some grit. Win, lose, or draw, you gotta respect Oney Lorcan for his phenomenal performance tonight. He is fighting through the pain and suffering just to prove he is better than Sheamus. Lorcan to the top. He wants to fly, and he wants Sheamus back up to his feet. He is setting the Celtic Warrior up for a world of punishment. Lorcan through the air with a missile drop kick. Sheamus is down, hooking the leg. Is this it? 2, and no. Another near fall in what has been an all-out war between both of these fighters. Sheamus is in perfect position for the blockbuster. Lorcan, he is stalking the Celtic Warrior. Firing, and he got him! Blockbuster! He got all of it! This has to be it! No, not yet! Sheamus got his shoulder up! You gotta be kidding me! How in the hell did Sheamus do that? The blockbuster took all the wind out of Sheamus, and now Lorcan is going for the final attack! Half Nelson suplex! He got Sheamus! He is down! Lorcan hooking the leg! It's all over! 2, 3, what? I am absolutely speechless, folks. No freaking way. Sheamus can't be human. Lorcan, he has his sights set for another, but Sheamus counters. A club to the back of Lorcan's head. He has no idea where he is. Irish curse. But Sheamus is not done. Another. And a trifecta of backbreakers. He just broke the will, the spirit, and possibly the fight that Lorcan has left. Sheamus looking to finish Oney Lorcan off here. Bro kick. He got him. Hooking the leg. Is this over? 2 and 3. Sheamus gets the win in what was one of the most incredible matches I have ever seen on WWE Dark. Let's take another look at the action. The highlights. Oney Lorcan showing off his fighting spirit, launching from the corner into Sheamus with that blockbuster. And the half Nelson suplex, nearly spiking Sheamus on his head. But somehow Sheamus powered through. He kicked out and landed the trifecta of backbreakers on Oney Lorcan. It drained him of everything he had, and the bro kick. That maneuver has won Sheamus many championships in the WWE, and many victims have fallen to that same move. Oney Lorcan joins the list. And once again, folks, I am NotoriousVIDA, your play-by-play commentator for this evening, and I thank you all for watching this edition of WWE Dark. Don't forget to subscribe to Delzinski's channel, like this video, leave a comment down below on your thoughts on the action tonight, and we will see you next time for another edition of WWE Dark.